In this country, veterans can't believe what the federal government is doing to their services. To save money, a number of regional Veterans Affairs offices are closing. The offices are in small communities, and closing them will mean veterans who are sick, disabled, or suffering from PTSD will be left with nowhere to go for help. So they're putting up a fight. Vassy Kapelos has the story.
For 22 years, Terry Collins served in Canada's military. His last tour, the fight in Afghanistan.
With PTSD, there's different stages of it. Right now I seem to be in an avoidance stage where I just put things aside and deal with them later. Well, later never comes.
Collins' therapy is coordinated through the Veterans Affairs office in Sydney, Nova Scotia. It's set to close.
Halifax is the next office closest, which is 5 hours away.
To keep up with what it calls changing demographics, the federal government is closing 9 regional offices. Veterans who use the services at offices from Newfoundland to BC will now have to head to the next closest one. But most of them aren't close at all. Thousands of veterans are affected by the move. The union representing them is launching a campaign asking the government to reverse its decision. Now, according to the government, veterans won't always have to access Veterans Affairs offices for help. They can go to about 600 Service Canada locations like this one. But veterans we spoke with say that just isn't the same. Service Canada workers aren't trained to handle veterans' issues. Conservative MP Aaron O'Toole sits on the Veterans Affairs Committee. He says he'll take what he's heard back to the committee.
Can we keep corporate memory from some of the offices that are closing? I think we can do this in a way that doesn't impact service.
Veterans aren't confident their voices will be heard. This decision comes after budget cuts to Veterans Affairs and a report from the Veterans Ombudsman that criticized the new Veterans Charter. All too much for these veterans of war. This is a battle they'd rather not fight.
On behalf of veterans, I'm really sorry that we just couldn't do enough for you. But you know what? You're not doing enough for us.
Vassy Kapelos, Global News.